season?
Yeah, I mean, ever since I got here, it's felt real. So, I mean, happy to be able to come out here, get some work, and get prepared for the season. So,
what kind of moments have you had that kind of reinforced your decision to come here?
Yeah, just every day waking up, seeing my teammates, since we're in the hotel, seeing my teammates around, getting accustomed to everybody. I mean, every single day, it's just a blessing to be out here, be in North Carolina and represent such a great university.
Is that Boaz?
That's Boaz right there. That is Boaz.
Making sure we had the right one.
Back in January, we were talking to you about some of the reasons why you came here. You said one of them was this needs to be a bridge to the NFL for you. And there were certain aspects of the game you wanted to work on while you were here. How have you done with respect to making progress in those areas?
Yes, sir. Just coming out here every day and perfecting my craft. Pass rush is it's a daily improvement to perfect your craft. So coming out here, learning from my teammate, learning from my coaches. I mean, it's been a great transition for me, and being able to establish dominance in all aspects of the game.
Is there a specific thing or two in that you absolutely had to improve that you haven't improved?
Just daily reps. I mean, with reps it comes repetition and becomes greatness. So being able to come out here, work the fundamentals with Coach Chiz, and being able to focus on some of that pass rush stuff, and it's been a great transition for me to be able to learn from such great coaches we have here in North Carolina.
Amari, where would you say, if you could compare where you are right here, over 2 weeks into camp, 2 weeks from the opener, to where you were in the spring when you were sort of just getting started in this defense? Like, what do you think your level of understanding and comfort and all that, how would you compare then to now?
Definitely a lot better, as far as like comfort level, as far as like knowing the plays like the back of my hand and stuff like that, not even having to think about it. So I mean, it's definitely been night and day as far as spring and fall, so I'm very excited to get it going.
What stands out about your conversations with Coach Chiz since you've been here?
Definitely his high energy. Every time we come in there, he has the same approach, same demeanor for everyone to be great. So it's just great to have a great leader in my position group, and also for the whole defense and for the team. He has his daily words of wisdom, and it gets me up in the mornings too. So.
Going back to that team hotel, I mean, what are y'all doing at night? Are y'all playing Madden? Or are y'all playing 2K?
No, I ain't gonna lie.
In the hotel.
I ain't gonna lie. As soon as I get back to the hotel, I watch some South Carolina and I go to sleep. Like, it's not. I thought I was gonna be able to play the game. I've been able to play it one time on the off time. But other than that, probably majority sleep, a little bit of film, like 10 minutes, some stretching, nothing crazy.
What kind of tandem are you and Kaimon at the Jack?
Like you said, thunder and lightning. So I mean, that's my guy. I love learning a lot from Kaimon. He has great intangibles, so I love, giving some of my game to him and also learning a lot from him. Every time he goes, I'm tuned in, watching to see what he does. That makes him so dominant.
You said there are going to be some times when you both get on the field at the same time, but how much do you push each other?
We push each other a lot every day. Everybody in the Jack room, we go at it. So we all learn from each other. We all, we see somebody slacking to let them know. And I mean, we all learn from each other. We have a good group of vets, and we got some young guys. So we all got guys, help us all improve, so it's been great.
So going off of that, what's your expectation for this defense then this year?
Greatness. It's only one expectation. So that's what we strive for. That's what we're pushing for. It's a time to prove it. I mean, that's what Coach says every day. It's time to prove it. No more time to talk about it. So every day we come out and we prove it. And I mean, we're going against one of the best offenses in the ACC. So every time we get to go against them and show what we can do, it's also a great time for us. So it builds confidence.
Amari, you talked about getting acclimated, learning the playbook, everything like that. I guess in your time here, has there been anything unique about UNC's defensive unit in comparison to maybe Florida State's defensive unit, or just the way you guys do things?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's a different position for me, so definitely new fundamentals for me, and different defenses. It has a different scheme, so I'm definitely excited for this defense and ready to see the growth that we have this year.
For sure. And Mac was saying the other day that you guys have been getting a lot more sacks as a unit. What do you think has kind of been key in that effort?
Like Coach Ted say, beating with speed then. So just getting off the ball, going with speed and violence, and then have everything else built off that. So I feel that's been the main thing, is to push speed, and then make them go from there.
Amari, we've been able to watch a couple practices, and it seems like at different segments of each one of those, sometimes it'd be you, Coach Chiz, and Kaimon just by yourselves together, talking about stuff, maybe working on, I don't know, technique pointers. Like, how often do you think you guys get into that little group a day, and just what do you all discuss? Are you just going over the finer points, or like what's going on in those little meetings?
Yeah, definitely. Majority of the time it's just fundamentals, going over pass rush, hand placement, stuff like that, getting a little extra in during special teams times when we're not on the special teams units. So it's just another time to get acclimated to a lot of the pass rush stuff and being able to go through the techniques and fundamentals that you might not get through Indy, and you can kind of build off that.
So you're trying to make the most of each, I guess, the time you have here, right?
Make the most of every minute. Got to make the most of every minute. Yes, sir.
It seems like a lot of athletes these days are branding themselves, taking advantage of NIL opportunities.
Yes, sir.
Are you one of those athletes just looking at your Instagram?
I'm definitely one of those athletes.
How important is it?
It's very important, for the game to build your brand. It's always important to build your brand. I mean, you are what you personify yourself to be. So, be able to go out and be able to put up on a persona, because everybody doesn't see you underneath the helmet. So, to be able to have that brand outside of football, it's very important. And I'm blessed to be able to be in an era where NIL is possible. So,
Amari,
there it is. Amari,
what were today's daily words of Chisholm?
Daily words of Chisholm. Be great in anything you do.
What do you expect out of yourself this year?
Greatness.
What do you expect?
Greatness. That's
Beyond that.
I mean, that's what I strive for. I mean, greatness and to make my teammates better. I mean, I feel like that's the mantra. Going through the season, to build off of what we did last year, and to add a little bit of spice to it too. So that's the goal.
Gene has seen a ton in his time as a coach. What does he tell you he expects from you, and where you can be at the end of the season as far as reaching the goal that you have in the game?
Yes, sir. I mean, every day he just says to be dominant, and make your presence felt. That's what he says. So when you're on the field, they should know you're on the field. There shouldn't be a question whether he was on the field or not. So to make your presence felt at all times, and to be violent and physical at all times. And I mean, violence makes up for a lot of mistakes. So that's mainly what he tells me, and to play fast. And I mean, that's what I do.
That approach with Kaimon and Thunder and Lightning, it's a cool name and everything, but like, do you think you both look at it as like a tandem approach,
Sure.
like this is a little teamwork within the team? Is that how do you think you guys approach it together?
Yes, sir. I mean, everybody has their position group, so we always say you want your position group to be the most dominant. So I mean, we want the Jackson to be the most dominant. So I mean, we all go with a combined mindset and to be dominant and help each other be great. So I mean, that's the goal, for everybody to be great and for us to win. So I mean, if every position group is doing good, then we all good. You know what I mean?
You guys good? One more, if you don't mind. Like when you said go back to the hotel and watch a little South Carolina before you go to sleep, like how much are you studying them now? I mean, it's still 2 weeks to the game. Like, do you try to study them 15 minutes and take a break, or like what do you look at even right now while you guys are still in camp mode?
For me, I just go over cut-ups. So I mean, I watch third downs, first downs, P&10s, kind of look for different tendencies throughout South Carolina. So I mean, we go through a lot of studying ourselves. So I like to go home at night and watch a little South Carolina, watch a little breakdown, just to get on top of it.
Cool. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Mark.
Yes,
Always
sir.
good, Amari. Thank
Yes,
you, man.
Sir. Appreciate you.